The following is a paid program that is paid for by Planet TV Studios.
Planet TV Studios presents New Frontiers featuring Daniel C. Allison, MD, FACS, an esteemed orthopedic oncologist whose expertise and dedication have advanced care for complex orthopedic conditions. Based in Los Angeles, Dr. Allison serves as the Assistant Director of Orthopedic Oncology at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center and Co-Director of Pediatric Orthopedic Oncology at Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. Dr. Allison and his team specialize in treating rare musculoskeletal tumors, including metastatic bone disease, osteosarcoma, and soft tissue sarcomas through multidisciplinary approaches. Beyond tumor removal, he employs advanced surgical techniques to reconstruct bones, joints, and soft tissues, restoring function and improving quality of life for patients facing severe arthritis, fractures, infections, and other challenging conditions. His innovative methods and compassionate care are redefining musculoskeletal treatment.
Our practice tends to take the most complex cases, very commonly cases where people have been told there are no other options. So we try to grant them the hope that we're going to use everything in modern technology that's safe and reasonable to make their life as good as possible. So Roy will be talking to you today about his condition and what led him to decide to move forward to proceeding with the amputation, which is a very difficult decision. But with his degree of injury and nerve and muscle damage and contracture, he is likely going to have much more function with what we do today.
It was in a motorcycle accident. After the accident, I've been having a lot of problems. You know, one of the main reasons that I've been coming here, or at least looking for the amputation, is because I've been getting a lot of infections. They, seem like the older I get, the worse they get. They take longer to heal. So I'm afraid that if I don't take care of it, it will probably end up killing me.
Today we'll be focusing a lot on a new technology called osseointegration, which for the most part means the bone growing into an implant. This is important with amputees because we can have an implant grow into their bone and have it emerge from the skin and connect to the prosthetic that they're going to use to walk or to use their upper extremity. And now that prosthetic is one with their body, it's one with their skeleton, as opposed to being something that's just wrapped around their skin. And the differences in function have been phenomenal. And the differences in people using their limbs and going off and doing things that they couldn't do before and back to close to sometimes where they were before they even lost the limb.
The main hope, get rid of the pain. I have chronic pain for the last 18, 19 years. Better mobility. I'm an electrician, so going up and down ladders kind of makes it really hard. At the end of the day, I can barely move. So once the procedure is done and be able to get the prosthesis, I'm hoping to regain a more mobile, more normal life.
One of the big problems with amputations tends to be the phantom limb pain afterwards, where people can still feel their limb and it can be painful. By rerouting the nerve back into another nerve that's entering the muscle, we complete that circuit and we make that live wire go into something that's more calm. And our early studies have indicated if you do it up front, it really dramatically improves the patient's comfort. Not to mention provides a good source for these new complex prosthetics that can detect nerve impulse activity, to detect that to actually motor and power the prosthesis. So between the three of these, the osseointegration, the erdal reconstruction, the targeted muscle reinnervation, we're going to give Roy the best chance at having the best limb and the best life possible.
It's been like 19 years and a lot of pain, a lot of struggle, so I'm looking forward to get it done and hopefully regain a better life.
So fortunately the procedure went off without a hitch. We got the hardware out safely, which sometimes can be challenging. Looks like he's poised for success. We're going to let everything heal and come back in 3 months, do the coupling procedure, and then it's off to the races. With emerging technologies and new techniques and people who are dedicated to their craft, there is hope if you've been told that you have a condition that can't be treated or things can't get any better, there's always possibility that it could. And you can see our osseointegration stem here fit in perfectly, right up and down the axis of the tibia. It's really exciting because most people think of an amputation as a step down, something major, debilitating thing to happen. But in his case, it already is, even 1 month after our coupling, a big step up compared to where he was before. He's already functionally much better, and he's just going to get better from here, both in terms of being able to do things that he couldn't do before, getting out into the world.
With this new prosthetic, I'm walking like I haven't walked or feel in 20 years. This is amazing.
It's very responsive. You tap and you can feel it all the way to the bone, so it's pretty cool.
Within like 2 or 3 weeks of just using the prosthetic, it feels like I have a lot more mobility and a lot more freedom than before.
Welcome to New Frontiers. Today we spotlight Dr. Brandon Gough, a renowned orthopedic surgeon based in Scottsdale, Arizona. As a leader in hip and knee treatments, Dr. Gough combines expertise in robotic-assisted and micro-invasive surgical techniques to deliver transformative outcomes. At the heart of his practice is an ambulatory surgery center focused on wellness and accelerated recovery, where patients experience seamless same-day procedures using advanced tools like the Mako robotic system. From managing sports injuries to combating arthritis and avascular necrosis, Dr. Gough's commitment to holistic, patient-centered care empowers individuals to return to vibrant, pain-free living. Join us to explore how his groundbreaking approach is revolutionizing orthopedic wellness and redefining what's possible in outpatient joint replacement.
Here at Gough Surgical, we offer minimally invasive, muscle-sparing, robotic-assisted surgery. But what that basically means for my patients is a faster recovery time, less pain after the surgery, more accurate placement of my implants. My goal since I started practice was to be able to take my patients who want to be active and get them back to this active lifestyle with minimal downtime, minimal pain, and the least amount of recovery time as possible.
I had this knee replacement done 8 days ago. It was just a quick in and out. I felt like, I was in it at 8 o'clock, or surgery was about 9:15, and I think I was out at 12.
I think advanced recovery techniques are critical in hip and knee replacement. And at Gough Surgical, that's what we definitely offer. These range from muscle-sparing surgeries, minimally invasive surgeries, and robotic assisted surgeries. I'm excited to offer my patients muscle-sparing, robotic-assisted knee replacement. Here at Gough Surgical, we don't cut any muscle at all. Our patients, because of this, are able to walk within a few hours of surgery. They're able to go home the same day.
I'm walking without a walker, and I haven't had a lot of pain. The most I've taken is extra strength Tylenol.
Almost all of my patients take no narcotics after surgery, and their pain is mostly controlled with Tylenol. They're able to do all the things they want to do, whether it's playing with their grandchildren, or hiking the Grand Canyon, or even winning a world championship on their bicycle.
This is my World Championship cycling jersey, and this is basically the embodiment of the past decade of work that I've put into it. And without Dr. Gough's procedures that he worked on me, none of this would have been possible. So I've had a total hip replacement in 2014, which was my first one with Dr. Gough, and then in 2019 we did my total knee replacement. Getting these surgeries allowed me to maintain that super high level active lifestyle, where if I didn't, I was just going to go the other direction.
I'm excited to offer my patients who undergo hip replacement a newer minimally invasive technique called the direct superior approach. It offers our patients a quicker recovery, less muscle damage, almost no risk for dislocation after the surgery, and faster recovery. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys through a robotic knee replacement that we used during surgery. So here's a knee that we have that's to simulate a real leg. We basically hook the patient up to sensors, which is what you can see here, and the robot then can visualize this and see the leg in space. The robot will capture the values, and then I'm able to actually adjust the implant based on these values to fit this leg, particular leg, perfectly. We can actually tailor fit the positioning of this implant to the patient. And this robotic arm actually comes into the field and cuts this bone for me. And the beauty of it is it actually won't let me cut something I shouldn't cut. Here at Gough Surgical, each patient feels like they're part of the family, and communicating with our office is not an issue. We have cell phones for every provider in the office, and each patient is provided this information. So there's never an issue with communicating with us, and I truly believe this helps in their recovery process, knowing that if they have an issue or a question, they can get a hold of us at any time and put their concerns at ease and get back to their active lifestyle, which is what they're looking for.
Getting the proper treatments, getting a great team behind me to help me recover was as important as the surgery itself.
Our complication rate is extremely low, our infection rate is extremely low, and our patient's recovery is simply astonishing.
Welcome to New Frontiers. In this episode, we spotlight NeOnc Technologies Holdings, a pioneer in neurological therapeutic delivery. NeOnc's proprietary platform technology is transforming pharmaceutical treatments by effectively bypassing the blood-brain barrier, thereby unlocking new possibilities for addressing central nervous system diseases. This groundbreaking innovation holds the promise to significantly improve countless lives. Notably, NeOnc is preparing to go public through a direct listing on the NASDAQ in the first quarter of 2025. Join us as we delve into the science and vision driving NeOnc's transformative work.
As a surgical neuro-oncologist, my job is to operate on patients with brain cancer. Despite the improvements that we've had in surgical technology, surgical technique, radiation technology, and also chemotherapy, the lifespan of our patients with brain cancer has not significantly improved. A patient with the worst type of brain cancer, glioblastoma, still would only have a lifespan, usually about 15 to 18 months. And I thought that we have to do better. And that's why I wanted to found NeOnc Technologies with better techniques for which we can treat our brain cancer patients. I wanted to develop technology where we can enhance not only the survival of our brain cancer patients, but also enhance their quality of life. And that's how NeOnc Technologies was founded. The standard of care for drug delivery is that they're giving it orally or they're giving it intravenously. And so when you give something orally or intravenously, it goes throughout your whole body, and some of it goes to the brain. The problem is that once it gets to the brain, it hits the blood-brain barrier, and so very little of it gets to the target. And that's where NeOnc Technologies comes in, is that we're working on different ways that we can deliver drugs better to the brain and also develop new drugs that can be used for that purpose. So we take advantage of a neurological structure in our brain called the cranial nerves. And these cranial nerves can conduct drugs back to the brain.
We are the first mover in delivering intranasal drug delivery through inhalation. And I believe that's going to be a game changer.
We have been running clinical trials with our drugs and our new delivery system. We will be able to allow patients to get treatment at home, spend good quality time with their loved ones with minimal side effects, and still be able to extend their life. The patients tolerate this treatment very well. They can do it at home. They don't have to go to the hospital to get IV infusions. They don't get sick, they don't lose their hair. So their quality of life is really good.
So we anticipate accessing the U.S. capital markets here in the near future. We've been preparing for this for some time. That doesn't mean that this is the end. It means this is the beginning. The rubber hits the road when we become a public company someday. And that will allow us to access a significant amount of capital. Our phase 2 studies is right around the corner to be fully enrolled. Within the next 2 quarters, we will be fully enrolled and we'll have a readout, and we'll have a binary effect here very shortly. That should give us a very significant step up in our valuations and allow us to raise more capital as we increase shareholder value.
In this episode of New Frontiers, we explore the South Carolina Spine Center, a leader in back and neck pain care. Founded by Self Regional Healthcare, the center combines advanced minimally invasive spine surgery led by renowned neurosurgeon Dr. Michael Kilburn with non-surgical treatments and comprehensive recovery resources. Discover how this cutting-edge facility is transforming lives across South Carolina and beyond. For over 20 years, the South Carolina Spine Center has delivered exceptional care, earning recognition as one of HealthGrade's top hospitals for spine surgery. With groundbreaking innovation and a dedicated team, they continue to bring hope and healing to countless patients.
My neck struck a night table real hard, and sharp on the edge, and I heard all the cracking going on. And it shattered 4 cervical and fractured 2 thoracic and fractured my sternum. There was a possibility that I could have some paralysis.
My practice is a bit different than other neurosurgical practices in the sense that I focus on cervical spine pathologies, degenerative, traumatic, and neoplastic or tumor disorders of the cervical spine, and I'm blessed to have 2 partners who have a similar interest in lumbar spine pathologies. So I can pretty much focus my practice on cervical procedures, and I've done somewhere in the order of 4,000 to 4,500 of these over my career at Self Regional Healthcare.
Constant pain for a number of years. Neck stiff, couldn't turn my head, look either way. It created a lot of issues when you're trying to work, when you're trying to spend time with your family.
So one of the most common surgeries that we do here, that I do, is an anterior cervical fusion surgery, which is where you remove the discs and or bone to decompress the nerves or spinal cord in the cervical spine. And this is done to relieve patients of severe arm and neck pain, as well as prevent them from experiencing progressive and worsening myelopathy, which is a condition that can lead to progressive paralysis. So it's a rewarding type of surgery to do. Patients, by and large, do very, very well from it.
The care was amazing. Wayne Mounts and Diana Cobb, which work with Dr. Kilburn, were amazing. They were there at my bedside, everybody that was connected with my care. They were so courteous and kind, and caring. They just act like I was part of their family.
Self Regional has been a leader in the upstate in terms of technological innovation in neurosurgery. We were one of the first hospitals to have intraoperative CT scanning in the upstate, and we've managed to keep up with state-of-the-art innovation for cranial and for spinal disorders with the acquisition of 2 new O-arms in our operating room suites.
I no longer have pain. I no longer have neck stiffness. I can do pretty much anything I want to do. I'm back lifted, walking, riding roller coasters, doing whatever I want to do. It's a great change. I'm really happy.
We've seen tremendous advances in the 25 years of my career thus far. At Self Regional Healthcare, I think we're a leader in the upstate in terms of innovation. We're very blessed to have an excellent, cohesive team for the treatment of spinal disorders, for the treatment of neoplastic disease, including brain tumors. We have a comprehensive neuro-oncology program. We have state-of-the-art stereotactic radiosurgery unit for treating metastatic disease of the brain, one of the few places in a hospital our size to be able to do that.
It was just, amazing how I recuperated and could go home even without rehab. I am a miracle to be sitting here.
This episode of New Frontiers highlights Larval, a leader in oncology data intelligence since 2004. Through advanced tools like Clin, Omni, and Pulse, Larval empowers the pharmaceutical and biotech industries to navigate the fast-changing oncology landscape. With a bold vision to streamline FDA approval processes, Larval aims to reduce wait times for life-saving medications, transforming patient care worldwide.
The rest of our life is going to be defined by data and AI. The area where AI and data is going to be particularly interesting for me is in healthcare. The whole field of healthcare is fast becoming data science. We have 100 people, mostly scientists, either on the medical science side, MD, PhDs, many of them also on the data science, AI, and software side. There's so much data. In healthcare, every drug, every biomarkers, every mutation, you've got so many different types of cancer, so that's probably the area with the most data. Think about the sequencing of the human genome, for example, the amount of data that is generated. Think about the cancer field that is now half of healthcare. The question then is, how do you deal with data and with AI? If you use ChatGPT, ChatGPT is going to give you a different answer each time. It's going to hallucinate. It's going to be creative. Well, in healthcare, you cannot hallucinate and you cannot be creative when you analyze healthcare data.
So the company is providing us with different sort of information, a lot about oncology, a lot about biomarkers and clinical data.
My name is Colleen David, and I'm a market access professional in the biotech industry. Larval is a thought leader in delivering on-point, quality data analytics, and I'm impressed by the level of service and use of innovative technology. I continue to use Larval services and depend on the analytics in my current function.
Over the last few years, I've been using one of his tools that is extremely important to us, which is called the Larval Conference Planner.
Larval's conference planning tool allows you to quickly identify relevant sessions based on products, MOAs, diseases, and more. Larval can deliver planners within 24 hours and keep you updated from preliminary programs to post-conference Twitter activity.
Our most important project is called Clin.
The complexity of cancer, driven by an ever-growing wealth of diagnostic methods and genetic data, demands a specialized approach. Larvol's oncology-focused platform, CLIN, is specifically designed for this purpose, consolidating public cancer research data for enhanced visualization and the creation of AI models. This focus makes Larvol a key player in the ongoing fight against cancer.
What we realize is that we spent many years building a data asset that is second to none in healthcare, and especially in cancer. And then we realized that we had also the skills to apply not only analytics, but actually AI approaches to that data. Think about it as a rocket with 3 levels. The first level is all the data in a big data lake, if you will. The second level is analytics that allows people to visualize that data in novel way and extract new insights from the data. And the third level of the rocket is AI. This is our motto, FOAM. It stands for Fast on a Mission. Fast on a Mission, because our mission is to develop data and AI products for the pharmaceutical industry to develop new drugs. And we look at this with a sense of urgency. This is going to be an incredible both challenge and opportunity for all of us in healthcare for the rest of our professional life.
New Frontiers wraps up this look at Larval, showcasing how their innovative platforms and forward-thinking approach are revolutionizing cancer research and treatment. Stay tuned for more game-changing technologies transforming healthcare.